Hey guys, Glenn here from everychordandscale.com, and hey, we're going to looking at three shapes: one major 7 shape and two minor 7 shapes. Let's get straight into it, eh? Okay, so yeah, one major 7 shape and two minor 7 shapes. We're going to use C as our point of reference, but this, I don't know if you can see, I'll just get my little pointer here. See, we've got an X here, which means you don't play that string, right? So we're not playing the low sounding E or the high sounding E, right? You can actually play the high sounding E with a major 7, the E major 7, sorry, the C major 7 anyway. Well, you would be able to do it with E major 7 too, because it's an E, it actually belongs to the notes. The chord for C major 7 is C. If you went in, not in terms of the strings here, this is a voicing, right? But if you go from C, E, G, and then B, C, E, G, B, right? That's 1, 3, 5, 7 of the scale. Here's our scale. If that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's those notes there. It's actually in that order, right? That's root position C major 7 when I just played there. But I want to show you this voicing because not only can you play C major 7 in this voicing, but because you're playing every string, because you got your left hand or your other hand if you're left-handed on the strings, it means you can move this shape around. So it's a really useful shape. You know, one you learn this. So that's C major 7. Here's C sharp major 7 or D flat major 7, depending on how you think of it. Here's D major 7, right? Here's a E flat major 7. You probably wouldn't think of it as D sharp major 7 very often, though it technically is that too. And there's E major 7, F major 7. Right? I'm just going straight up the guitar, right? Okay. And it's kind of a useful chord to kind of get used to the idea of getting your bar chords, getting your hand on every single one, but you're not actually barring. You're not holding down the whole way. So it's actually kind of a really useful one to play. So what we're going to do, we've got our first finger here on the 3rd fret. We've got our 3rd finger here on making our G, C, G on the 5th fret. The next string, we're going to be using the 2nd finger to give us our B, and then we've got an E up here. All right, so together that's our major 7 shape, right? Okay, now the minor 7 shape, and we're going to use C minor 7 as well. This is a barred one, and what you can do is, so hold that down. So you're going from the 5th string, right? Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is barred, and you've got this shape here. I don't know if you can see that okay there. So we've got on the 3rd fret there, we're barring all of that, and on the 5th fret here with my 3rd finger, and with my 2nd finger I am on the I'm playing the E flat, which is on the 2nd string, okay? And I'm just playing from the 5th string. You can see that there's an X on the low sounding E. Alright, so there's our C minor 7 like that. Now that's a little bit hard to play because it is a bar chord, depending on how long you've been playing for and how strong your fingers are. Alright, so that's a nice, and again you can move that one around, right? You can move that around. So it's a great one, and it's a great one to kind of just add in there, just to add a bit of flavour, add a bit of colour to your song, right? And so that's a great one. Now here's one of my favourite minor 7 shapes coming up here. Right? Now this one uses all 6 strings, but I like to tweak it a little bit. So here it's on the 8th fret. I might actually just play it down here on the 3rd fret so you can see it really nicely, right? Which will give us a G minor 7 rather than a C major 7, okay? So, all right, so it's just that you're barring there, and then you're adding in 1, okay? So the normal minor 7 bar is where you're using your 3rd finger and your 4th finger, right? Your pinky as well, right? That's the kind of the standard minor 7 one, right? It comes from the E minor chord, right? So this is the E minor 7, okay? Just get my fingers out of the So this is G minor 7. Now, I usually don't play it like that because I don't really care for that much that interval of a fifth there down the bottom. I like it. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It just, for me, it just doesn't add any, great value to what we're playing. So I actually use my thumb and then just bring across like that. And I'm muting the A string. I'm muting the fifth string. Okay, I'm muting that just by touching it. Okay, and then you get almost the same sound. You just don't have this note here, the D, right? Which, if I play up here on the 8th fret for a C minor, okay. So if I do that, what can you see? There we go. So there's our C minor 7, right? Otherwise, it would be like that. Hear the difference? There's not much to it, is there? And I actually like the lowest interval being this. What is the minor 7 interval? I actually like that being the lowest one. Now, the other reason I love this chord so much is that it gives your hand a break, especially if you've been playing a lot of bar chords. If you've been squeezing, and for 30 seconds or so, that's fine. But if you're doing the same 4 bar chords over and over again for 3.5 minutes, sometimes your hand can get a little bit tired, right? Now this is really a very different shape, right? Not only is it easy to play, like easy to find, right? But it's also easy on the hands because now your thumb's over the top. Now, of course, you could play it differently. Oh, I don't think I like doing it that way. All right, so there's a couple of chords for you. Just to recap for you, you've got your a major 7 shape. All right, so see if we can get that happening. Major 7 shape, the minor 7 shape as a bar chord there, and also the other one, right? So there's the minor 7 there, and the other minor 7. All right, all the best, guys. I will see you again soon.